Week 7 of the USL League One season begins in Foxborough, Massachusetts, with the New England Revolution 2 side hungry for the franchise's first victory, hosting the unbeaten first-place Greenville Triumph, presented to you by United Healthcare. Glad to have you spend your Wednesday night with us on ESPN+. Joe Malva here from Gillette Stadium for a matchup that might seem like it's David versus Goliath based purely on the standings, but it is far from that. This Revs 2 side appears poised to burst into the win column, given the way the attack has come alive with 4 goals in their last 2 games. They've really been turning a corner, this New England side. It all started in that North Texas game. They got 3 in, starting with this first goal in team history from Firmino. Isaac Anking poured 2 in as well. And then in their last matchup against the Richmond Kickers, it was Mael Malongo, who has been buzzing all around the goal throughout the beginning parts of the season, who finally found the back of the net, which is why he is tonight's player to watch, presented by Santander. And it's going to be a stiff test for this New England Revolution 2 side as they look to get into the win column, going up against a Greenville team that has been tremendous defensively. 376 minutes since allowing a goal. That goes all the way back to July 25th. Yes, 1 month and 1 day ago. They've had a 0-0 tie, 3 1-0 victories, and have continued to just roll to the top of the standings. 16 points. They are 6 points clear of second-place Richmond, and it's all at the back. The defensive line, Dallas J making saves like that. A great unit that has just been great in the early parts of this season. Greenville is looking to keep a goose egg in the loss column, while New England is trying to open its tally in the win column. Sit back, relax, and let's find out together if either of those zeros become ones over the next 90 minutes right here on ESPN+. Clint PA, John Harkes, two old friends coaching against each other tonight. And we take a look at the lineups for Clint PA against his old friend in John Harkes. Against his New England side against the Greenville side that is looking to remain at the top of the table. And Clint PA sends out this lineup tonight. He changes the back line a little bit with Shimazaki and Quinones both on the flanks. They've usually been one for the other, but Spalding takes a seat tonight. But everything else just about the same as we've seen it this season. Mael Malongo and Isaac Anking, the two key components of this offense going forward that has scored 4 goals in the last 2 games. And Noah Pilato for Greenville has his own beauty to his name after last week. It was his goal that was the difference in the 1-0 victory for Greenville Triumph. And again, just Ricardo Gomez's reaction down here on the bottom, just unbelievable. Pilato, chance to be the goal of the week. He starts tonight in the middle of the midfield, and it's just about the same lineup. Brought to you by Empower Retirement for Greenville tonight. Underway at Gillette Stadium. The United Soccer League, all 47 championship and League One clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. We are all united against racism. Greenville in their white tops, green bottoms tonight, going from right to left. New England in their traditional blue tops, red bottoms at home, from left to right. Team has 2 losses, 2 draws through their first 4, while Greenville is 5-0-1. Joe Malfa here with you this evening on ESPN+. Again, thanks for spending your Wednesday night with us as we kick off Week 7 of USL League One action after an incredible Week 6, 8 games in all. That saw New England take a loss and Greenville earn a victory, as this is the middle game of 3 in 8 days for both of these sides. They'll both be in action once again on Saturday. Pollock looking to spring the attack for Greenville, but scuffs that one. Toe into the turf. Gets the ball right back, though. 3 goals in the last 3 games for Greenville, but no goals conceded since July 25th. Their offense has been opportunistic, and it's been all the defense has needed. But head coach John Harkes wants to see more out of the attack going forward, wants them to be more efficient. He believes the chances are there. It's just a matter of converting, and he thinks in their last game against Fort Lauderdale, again, another 1-0 victory, that was the most dangerous they have looked all season long to date. They want to build on that here against New England side that he knows will beat, no pushover. Cannot be fooled by them being in last place. They have been in every game they've played. Started with a 0-0 draw against currently still undefeated Union Omaha. They lost 2-0 to Orlando City B, but they went down to an early red card. Ryo Shimazaki, who's on that left flank, set to defend here, got the early red card in the first half. Then they drew North Texas 3-3 on the road before a 2-1 hard-fought loss against Richmond. So they've been in every game, not to be fooled as a bottom feeder at the bottom of this league. Very much a chance to win on any given night. John Harkes had to make sure his crew was well aware of that tonight, not to fall into the typical trap game, as they have a meeting with Richmond on Saturday. Top of the table clash here in USL League One. Joe Rice to get it back into play. Gets his job back tonight after Keegan Meyer got his first start of the season last Saturday. John Bell, happy birthday to John Bell on the ball now as he launches forward. Orlando Sinclair tries to fight for it. They've been trying to get him going. It's been Anking and Malongo supplying most of the offense for New England. But they believe that Sinclair has been primed for a breakthrough. Just a matter of finding that service in the final third, Clint PA said. Chances are there. Similar to what Harkes was saying, chances are there, just have to be more clinical in the attack. Polak springing the attack into the box, centers it. Ball still loose. Keegan can't get a foot to it before Bell is able to clear. Presley sees that one out as Polak dangerous down the left flank to start this one. Walker and Anking engaged in a battle. It's won by the 30-year-old from Georgia. Staple in the middle of the park for this Greenville side. Greenville, a team not necessarily looking to maintain possession for the entirety of the match, but they have it in the early going. Playing on the front foot, forcing New England to collapse and defend. Out wide, Gomez looking to put a ball in towards the back post. But too long for Morrell. Shields Healthcare Group, proud partner of the New England Revolution, brings to you tonight's injury report. Dennis Ramirez, Simon LeCrestner for New England. A whole lot for Greenville. Hemmings, Muhammad, and Hawkins, the big ones. Stripling questionable in this one on the bench. We'll see as the game goes along if we do see him. Sent in, headed away by Verfurth. Still loose, Keegan in the middle. Maciel tries to settle. Verfurth, the league leading 5.5 clearances per game. And another one on the list on that play. Captain for this side, rostered with the MLS squad. Over the top for Keegan. Out to meet it is Rice. Still with Keegan. Floated towards the back post. Malongo can't clear. Greenville not letting New England out of their defensive third. Greenville had just 42% possession their last time out against Fort Lauderdale. It's been all triumph so far. John Harks, Clint P.A., good friends, texting throughout the week. Very competitive. Said both said it'd be very nice to beat the other, but no ill will. Good friends, old teammates. More on that later. Mael Malongo in some space to run. Still alive to Firmino. Can't get much on that shot, and Jay corrals it. Dallas Jay, two-time goalkeeper of the week so far this season. Golden Glove winner last year, goalkeeper of the year winner last year. Big part of the reason why this team has not conceded since July 25th. John Harks credits the defensive unit. It starts with the back line, but everybody's involved. The midfield getting back, the forwards applying deep pressure, every line of the team working well in transition like that. And then if all else fails, Dallas J at the back to bail them out when they need it. One of the best goalkeepers in USL League One. Geico keys to the game for New England. It's be more blue collar today. It's something that Clint P.A. harped on. Didn't feel at times that his team was really fighting hard enough with enough of an edge. Wants to bring that onto the pitch today. And for Greenville, it's finishing. Yes, they're getting the results. Yes, they're shutting teams out. And when you shut teams out, all you need is one. John Harks wants to be able to get through a game without having to worry about it late. Wants a nice cushion. Feels the chances are there. It's just on Keegan, Morrell, McLean, and the rest of the crew to put more away. He was very complimentary of Maciel in our conversation this week. Nice turn into space. Shimazaki commits the foul. Adam Kilpatrick, the referee in charge of tonight's game. Shimazaki seeing action for the first time since he had a red card early in the matchup against Orlando City B. It was the 38th minute in which he was sent off with a second yellow. Quinones started the next two. Now they're both out there. Shimazaki on the left, Quinones on the right. Ryan Spalding going to the bench for the night off. Again, both of these teams playing the middle game of 3 and 8 days. So some rotation was to be expected, but for Greenville, not a lot to rotate to. It's a short bench right now, having to rely on their stalwarts. Take a look at the NL replay of the handball on Bell. Just came up at the last moment. Him in the right hand. Greenville goes quickly. Murillo fighting with Firmino. Looked like a handball on Greenville. It was. 10 minutes into this one, still scoreless. Neither side with any chances on goal. That one not as obvious as the Bell play. Looked like Gomez was trying to pull that arm in, but still caught it. 24-year-old Joe Rice to get it back into play. As a team of the week honorary to his name already this season. PA happy though with what Meyer gave them last week as well. Still Rice's job, but comfortable in both of their goalkeepers. Believes they both have different skill sets, bring something different as far as their athleticism, their ability to distribute. Confident in either that needs to get the nod. Tonight it's Rice once again. Self-reflection has been the key for John Harkes and Greenville. He knows that every game they're going to get pretty much a different look from most of the teams they play. And all they can do, it's a phrase that he uttered very frequently in our call this week, is just control the controllables. Look inward, clean up the things that need to be cleaned up. Acknowledge that what they've been doing so far has obviously been good. It's why they're undefeated. But also know that they have the ability to kick it into another gear once they start being more clinical in the attacking third. And they can't have any lapses defensively as they're trying to spring forward. Firmino, Malongo, sent away by Fricky. Maciel, the long service. Presley into the box. First attempt not there. Still loose. Presley on it. It's blocked. And late flag comes up. First dicey moment at the back for a Greenville side that again has not conceded in 376 minutes coming into this one. Now up that to 388 on the NL replay. Good ball in from Maciel. Sinclair couldn't get that first time effort on target. Just off the side of the boot. Morel turns into space. Scored the first ever goal in USL League One history and the first goal this season. Looking to spring another. Not with that cross. Looks like there's already a player warming up down in that corner for New England. It's Ryan Spalding. Something to keep an eye on in the back of your minds. Murillo not wanting to give that ball up, but New England will take it. Here's a closer look at Spalding, going through some dynamic warm-ups. Replaced the starting lineup tonight by Ryo Shimazaki. Obviously don't want to assume anything, but just want to make you aware that would be his position. That's why he's already warming up this early. Shimazaki on the throw now. Spalding has played as more of a winger in the midfield in his past as well in college, so really can be used anywhere, left back, left mid, right mid. First touch by Polak. Presley wanted to go quickly, but nobody's showing. Leaves it for Quinones. And King. 2 goals on the season for New England. Taking his space. Harass McLean behind him. Malongo. Flag goes up. Malongo looked like he was poised to cut in and shoot there. Had eyes on the goal. That's how he scored his first goal of the season last week against Richmond, cutting in from that right wing. Surging ball through to McLean. Now Morel. Walker and Pilato play it now over to Murillo. Deflected. Again, poked away by Quinones. All the way down in the corner. No signal yet if it's a corner or a throw. Adam Gilpatrick all the way down there and signals throw. King, one of the MLS guys, here to get some minutes. Bruce Arena wants him in the fold. Forced Greenville away, and Malongo able to do the rest on the backside. Now he takes his space. Advantage was played by Kilpatrick, and he finds King in space. Presley pushing way up the right side. Working on Polak. King, ball back post. And Firmino, can't believe it, hands on head. Flag stayed down. A chance to break that shutout streak. Goes by the wayside for New England. Another look at the NL replay. Perfect ball in from King. It was nearly MLS player to MLS player on that connection. Very comfortably and confidently plays all the way back as a triumph reset. Morel working on the 17-year-old Quinones. Pilato, last week's goal scorer. Again, for the last 3 games, you could say that goal scorer singular for Greenville, all 1-0 victories. Slow first halves, goals in the second half. They take their 3 points, they keep on chugging along. Evan Lee searching again for Polak. Again, a heavy first touch from Polak. Gets it under control, sends it across, and there's clearance number 2 on the night for Verfurth. Eleven corner kicks for Greenville in their Fort Lauderdale matchup last week. Ultimately on a deflection that came out to Pilato. It was off the set piece. They were able to get their goal. Service in, back post. Rice pulls it further. Back into the mixer. Morel flies in with the high boot. Doesn't make any contact, and the shot blocked away by Shimazaki. Sinclair looks to run. Presley working on Polak. Lee and Sinclair do battle. Back to Presley. 22-year-old FC Dallas Academy product. Lays it off for Sinclair, Maciel, and now back to Presley. New England seems more intent on picking their moments on the counter tonight so far, as we're 20 minutes into this one. Possession 70-30 for Greenville, and they try forward once more. Keegan goes out left, sends it across. Anking heads it, ping-ponging around in the box. Walker from distance, and Rice will see that harmlessly by. PA said his team has been giving up too many shots. Remarked this week that we're giving up almost 16 shots a game. How can you win games like that? They need to have more of a collective approach at the back to prevent those shots from happening. So far, only one allowed. Now Malongo can't get to it. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit www.selectsportamerica.com. Murillo forces that one out, again thrust into a starting role tonight with Abdi Muhammad out for Greenville. Officially listed as a stress fracture. The birthday boy Bell battling, and now back to Rice. And now 23-year-old John Bell has formed a formidable pairing with Colin Verfurth so far this season, the center back roles. Bell was the 38th overall pick this season by the San Jose Earthquakes. Just signed with New England on July 14th, so hasn't even been in the organization for 2 months. Very late addition, but has been a welcome addition as the flag goes up. Keegan a little too eager that time. This is 7th team since 2012. A lot of success in the Irish first tier with St. Patrick's FC. Keegan burst out of the gates in the Golden Boot race. 3 goals. He's yet to find the back of the net since. Tied for a team best 9 last season in 22 games played. His Golden Boot contention last season cut short by a season-ending foot injury. Pollock has been very active on that left side. New England didn't score for their first 2 games. Led for just those 11 minutes at North Texas, 3-2 before a late goal. Tied things up at 3. Greenville yet to trail this season. They look to get on the front foot once again. Sent in, ball knocked away again. Verfurth, 3rd clearance of the game. From distance, it's Walker again. And with ease, it's Rice again. Walker a couple of times now, been ambitious. If you watched the goal of the week nominees in USL League One from last week. Why not? Two laser beams into the top corner, scored from just about the same area of the field that he has tried his 2 shots from. Luca Meyer, Edwin Cerrillo, the goal scorers. Both of those, again, going up against Noah Pilato in the voting. His volley off the post and in. Firth taking his space. Ranking dispossessed immediately. Pilato pokes it away. Gomez thought about breaking, pulls it back. Man on the right side, Murillo open if Lee wanted him, but they pull this side instead. The left side has been their main point of attack so far through that man, Pola. Too much steam on that one for Keegan. Longo stopped there, hoping for a foul call. Still asking for it, right in front of John Harks and the Greenville bench. Kane distributes out wide. Shimazaki pushing forward for the first time. Defender who has a knack to get forward. After Greenville possessed it for much of the first 20 minutes, New England settling into their own spell of possession as this game ebbs and flows. Looks like Adam Kilpatrick is going to send them to the hydro break a little bit early tonight. Use this break to take a stroll down memory lane. The man on the left walking out of the frame, John Harks. The man on the right talking to a New England Revolution player, Clint P.A., teammates back from 1996 to 1999 with DC United. Won the first 2 MLS Cups. Head coach of that team, Bruce Arena, who is the head coach of the New England Revolution, and hired Clint P.A. to join his staff. And in speaking with both coaches this week, they love the representation that era of players has right now in the coaching game. The 2 of them, you look elsewhere in USL League One, Jason Price heading up Fort Lauderdale CF as Clint P.A. instructs his players in the hydration break. And John Harks remarked about how it's really just a testament to the growth of the game here in the U.S. They started it, this fledgling league back then, and now they're the coaches who are ushering the game into its next era. The old friends caught up pregame. They were excited to see each other. A little elbow bump, some chatting, texting throughout the week. But PA remarked that as they were texting throughout the week, he felt that John Harks was buttering him up a little bit, really being complimentary. Oh, you guys are going to win. You guys are going to win. And PA was like, he's not falling for that. He knows that Harks is out to win. One of the most competitive guys he's ever come into contact with. Very happy to be counterparts here in USL League One. And that DC United side really has produced a lot of coaching talent. Those 2, Rishi Williams, the assistant for Bruce Arena on the MLS New England Revolution side, and then a young Jesse Marsh on that team as well. Now one of the brightest young stars in the coaching game overseas in Europe with Red Bull Salzburg. And as we continue to watch, maybe the next wave of future coaches on the field in USL League One as the game continues to evolve in the United States. Hydration break comes to an end with Greenville throwing it in. Gomez slaloms through the Revolution defense, tried to put a shot on goal, blocked by Bell. He continues to pester that back line though, and Rice forced to just boot it after the pass back. Again, it's Pollock pushing well forward from his left back spot. Loves to get forward, finds Morel. Ball sent in, headed away again by Verfurth. We need a Verfurth clearance counter in this one. That's 4 already. Came in leading the league with 5.5 per game. Verfurth, Anking, Firmino, 3 starters today that have MLS contracts with the New England Revolution and getting plenty of playing minutes, as Bruce Arena is actually here in attendance to take this one in. Malongo whistled for that tackle, not happy with it. Kilpatrick gonna go give him a bit of a chat. First glance, it looked like he got the ball, but perhaps Kilpatrick unhappy with the two-footed nature of the tackle. No cards, just a quick chat, and we're on once more. Drops deep. Uses Pollock. Head up, try to switch the play, but has other ideas now that Sinclair is hot on his heels. Pollock out of position, a chance now for New England to go the other way. But he recovers very well to front Presley. Goes back to the defending as a unit that John Harkes really harped on in transition and otherwise. Sent in by Sinclair. Shimazaki had eyes for goal on his right foot, does shoot it. Shutout streak stays intact, just wide. If my math is correct, which is a spotty issue at best, 408 minutes now in a row of that shutout streak for Greenville on the NL replay. It was that close to ending. PA always happy whenever Shimazaki is out there with how eager he is to go for goal. Keeps the goalkeepers on their toes. In the opener against Omaha, struck a couple from deep. Tested Rashid Nuhu. In that game, a scoreless draw. Nonetheless, happy with his defenders' eagerness to go for goal to make the opposing keepers work. One of those bound to go in at some point, and that one seemed to have Jay frozen just wide. Greenville, a chance the other way. Bell and Verfurth combine again. Distribution from Maciel. Presley takes his space, has Quinones on the right, wanted him, but couldn't poke it through. Sinclair pressures Jay. Nearly makes contact with that one. Whistle blows for the flag being up on Sinclair as he tried to combine with Quinones. Quinones darting through from his right back spot again, trying to thread the needle for Sinclair. That Greenville back line continues to hold strong. And PA noticed on film there were plenty of times where there seemed to be cracks in the foundation. Teams have opportunities, but it's just so tough to convert on them. They are selling out to get towards every shot. Nothing easy. And of course, when you're dealing with Dallas J, never an easy task to find the back of the net. As Quinones is muscled off the ball by the much larger Evans. He takes his space. The center back ranging forward. McLean making a run. He picks out Morel instead. Running in on Anking. That's 5 clearances for Verfurth. Rio pulls it back for Gomez. Heavy first touch. Keeps it alive, sends it to goal. Aiming for that back post. Nothing Rice could do but watch as he watches it go by. Perhaps had the Noah Pilato goal from last week in the back of his mind, hoping to replicate it on the NL replay, but not quite. Gomez, 26-year-old Spaniard, came up in the South Georgia Tormenta FC system, actually, as he was playing his college ball at Young Harris College in Georgia. Geared for Tormenta when they were in League 2. Now the South Georgia side, a League 1 squad and a League 2 squad. They also sit within striking distance of the top 2 spots. Tormenta with 8 points after a big win this past Saturday. Back to these 2 teams. Set forward. Jay has it no problem. Everybody starting for Greenville either started or appeared in their last game. Pollock puts Verfurth under pressure. I highlight that because with a short bench, even though they have 3 games in 8 days, you wonder how much Harks is able to even rotate. Presley gets past Morel. Into the box now. Left-footed shot is over the bar. But Presley has looked very dynamic tonight. Dangerous down the right side, picking his moments to go when Pollock pushes forward, finding the space in behind. Skies it on the NL replay. Six appearances for San Antonio FC in 2017, 23 appearances in 2018 before a move to Loudoun United in 2019. Plenty of USL Championship experience for Presley. Has yet to really carve out a major role for New England through 4. Has a couple of starts, has appeared as a sub the other games. Featuring prominently tonight in the attack, and they go forward once more. Firmino was looking towards Presley, gets it to Sinclair, now all the way out to Presley once again. Working on Pollock, shot across. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross, pulled it either way, and New England has to reset. But as you've seen, as we're in the 38th minute, shutout streak continues for Greenville, but some warning shots from New England. Verfurth takes down McLean. Neither team has really had any set pieces in dangerous areas yet. This one on the borderline of where you try to get in across. And they don't do that. They go quickly through Pollock. Morel tries that wing again. Same result, a Verfurth header. By my unofficial count, that is 6 clearances already from Verfurth. Continuing to add to the league-leading 5.5 per game. time Lee has now ranged forward recently. Wanted the give and go, somehow gets it back. Poked to him by Gomez, floats it back post and over everybody. '26-year-old center back, played with Harks in 2016 on FC Cincinnati. Doesn't get a good foot on that one in the end on the NL replay. PA looks like he wanted a call there. Seemed like Murillo was all over the back of Malongo. Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for New England Revolution 2 and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus get reminders on their next home match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Presley once again. Anking, nice switch of play to Malongo. Beautiful first touch. Brings it down with the chest, goes to goal, thinks about a shot, takes a deflection. Dallas J there. And PA was hoping that last week would be exactly what Mael Malongo needed to break through and allow the floodgates to open. Plenty of chances through the first 3 games, finally converting in the 4th. Confidence key for any striker. Tasted the net once. Eyeing it a couple of times so far tonight. It's still scoreless as we approach the halftime interval. Keegan, blocked by Shimazaki. Bryce calmly makes the grab. Cross sent in too close to the keeper. And Greenville, as they've gone forward, they've put these crosses in, but nobody able to latch on the end of it. Every time they've sent one in, it seems to either be a header from Verfurth, a catch for Rice. They do have 6 shots, just 1 on target. 5 shots, 1 on target for New England. Best opportunity of the night came from Firmino, who was on the ball there briefly. As Keegan takes down Anking. That came earlier in the half when Firmino was on the receiving end of a cross from Anking at the back post, but could not keep it under the bar. All alone. Almost seemed like he might have been surprised the flag stayed down in the end. He timed the run perfectly, just didn't have the finish. Verfurth a long ball down to Malongo. That time flag up again. Tried the bicycle kick anyway. Looked good. Didn't count for anything in the end. Holding up with the back to goal as he does so well. Finds Malongo, but he can't push further forward. He's forced to go back. Well, looked over the shoulder at Shimazaki. Elected to go to Verfurth. Long ball not there for Sinclair. Quickly the other way again. Malongo. Heavy touch from Firmino. And Greenville just defending so well as a unit. Malongo trying to turn, and he's taken down. Perhaps this the first real chance for either team to whip in a free kick from a dangerous spot. Mael Malongo draws it, and now he'll saunter over, hoping to get on the end of it. And King Presley. Which will it be? Delivery from Anking. Back post. Malongo a chance. On his non-preferred left foot. Not the result he was hoping for. Unhappy with himself, but signs of life as this New England team is venturing further forward here in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining in regulation. And now officially into the United Healthcare stoppage time. Presley works it all the way back to Rice. Still awaiting word on the minutes given here. Fourth official has not put up the board yet to indicate the time. Standing over there on that far side, top of your screen. Firmino steps to the heavy touch from Lee, fights for it, springs Sinclair. Malongo's calling for it on the wing. Sinclair still holding it. Now it's to Malongo, working on Murillo. Few step overs. Moore into the box, left foot. Thought about a cross, now poked away, well defended by Murillo. Firmino unhappy, threw the arms up. Seemed like he wanted a pass there from Malongo. Just 1 minute awarded of stoppage time. We're past it now. Firmino venturing forward. Perhaps the last spell here in the first half. Anking on that left foot of his. Sends it to goal. Jay makes the save. And that shutout streak looks like it's going to continue at least one more half here for Greenville. We take another look at the NL replay. Isaac Anking, 2 goals, very confident. Tests Dallas Jay. The goalkeeper comes through. Still awaiting the whistle from Adam Kilpatrick. A minute passed already. And there it is. Into the half we go scoreless. New England, Greenville, kind of feeling each other out early on. Started to open up a bit later. 6 shots apiece. 2 on target for New England, 1 for Greenville. As Clint PA and his team head to the locker room, hoping for an answer. It was scoreless at half. Last time out as well. Ended 2-1 Richmond. We'll see how the rest of this one will go. For now, we step aside. Back with the Gillette halftime show in a moment, right here on ESPN+. Back here on the Gillette halftime show here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Joe Malfa here with you still on ESPN+. It was a loaded Week 6 in USL League One. We want to take a look now at some of the best that the week had to offer, starting with the saves. Anytime you have a save package, you got to have Dallas Jay in it. The reigning 2019 Goalkeeper of the Year, Golden Glove winner last season, full stretch, kept Greenville up 1-0 for the victory there. Then whenever you talk about Dallas J, you also got to talk about Pablo Jara. He has a tremendous save of his own, those two going at it for save of the week. This one robbed Stephen Beatty in his return for Chattanooga. Now Keegan Meyer, making his debut for New England Revolution 2, has a big save late against Richmond. They ultimately lost 2-1, New England did last Friday night, but it was not by the fault of Keegan Meyer, who kept his team in it the whole way. And then we go down to South Florida, Fort Lauderdale CF. Saved by Carlos Aviles, keeping North Texas alive as this one went down to the wire as the defending champions falter, but Aviles comes up with a big save, pumped up about it. Now, it wasn't just goalkeepers making saves this week. The post and the bar got involved as well. We start again with the Greenville game. This one hit a few people and then still hits the post and stays out. This one a little bit more straightforward here in the Richmond-New England game. Right there, Terzaghi off the post. Another look at this one closer up. Meyer couldn't do anything about that one except thank that post once the play was over. And that would not be it. The crossbar gets involved as well a little bit later on in this one. Blasted, crossbar out. Keegan Meyer, I hope he's been saving up some money. He's got to send a gift basket to the right post and the crossbar out here at Gillette Stadium. Now, it was an unusual week as well in USL League One in terms of penalties. After we really didn't see any through the first few weeks, we saw a bunch here in Week 6. Only one, actually, before Week 6. We start in Fort Lauderdale as Ronaldo Damas is taken down, upended by Castanera. And North Texas made no mistake on the penalty kick. Oscar Romero gets the goal. This would not be the last we saw this week. It continues on. Omaha, Madison, late in the first half. Contreras, a cheeky chip in the upper 90, ties the game at 1, and that game would finish 1-1. And then also during the week in Orlando, we saw this tackle near the end line between Tucson and Orlando, and Mateo Rodas puts it away. So conversions galore on a week that saw penalties galore. Again, an unusual quirk in USL League One, but it wasn't done. Then on Saturday, Marco Micheletto, a finish of his own from the mark, gave Tormenta the 1-1 tie with Chattanooga before they would go on to win with some late heroics in USL League One. We start 67th minute of the Greenville one, and watch Ricardo Gomez's reaction, bottom of your screen. Hands on the head, nothing else you can do. Incredible goal from Noah Pilato. That gave them the 1-0 victory. Look at it again, Gomez just hands on the head, unbelievable, could not believe what he just saw. And then its competitor for USL League One goal of the week, Luca Meyer. I just mentioned it, that Tormenta would go on to win this game, and this is how they did it. Laser from Luca. The late heroics continue. This time, it's Kraft with a nice finish, back post, Richmond, 82nd minute again here. Perfect ball from Antley, perfect touch from Kraft, and Richmond off and running late. Second place in the league. Union Omaha still refuses to lose. Unbeaten, the Owls. And it's due to this. Now, Ethan Manicourt-Decker was hobbling, hurt, came off after this goal, but he had just enough to finish right there. Past Zamudio. You can see after he scores the goal, still just walking gingerly. His teammates come to celebrate with him, and he's not having any of it because he is not fit. But he got the goal, subbed off after this. The last bit of late heroics we saw in USL League One in Week 6. Now, we'll be back here in a few moments. More of the Gillette halftime show and maybe some more late heroics in this one as we roll on here on ESPN+.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
The USL is proud to bring professional soccer back into our communities and across the ESPN family of networks. Follow your local club and don't miss these exciting matches coming up on ESPN2 or ESPN Deportes.
Gillette Halftime Show continues here on ESPN Plus. We take a look around the USL now with some news and notes. Everybody playing for second, maybe. Greenville 6 points clear right now of Richmond in second place, but from Richmond down to 9th place out of the 11 teams, only separated by 5, again, as all teams race for those top 2 spots and a berth in the Halloween title game. And you can catch USL on Sirius XM Radio, channel 157, after a new deal was inked that includes that League One final on Halloween. And this week's Player of the Week, Azad Liadi, a brace in Tucson's 4-1 victory over Orlando City B. He heads up the Team of the Week. Standouts all across the board. Always tough in goal, but Pablo Hara gets the nod this week. Ricky Lopez Espin, Shaq Adams, a lot of goal scorers on there this week. Speaking of goal scorers, here were the scores presented to you by Gillette from the week that was. And around the league, we had 8 total games, and you can see multiple goals scored in just about every single game except for Greenville, who continues to eke out those 1-0 victories, and that's why they are where they are. First place, 16 points, the leaders of the pack right now, and they will see if they can stay there with a huge matchup coming up next week in the River City against Richmond. All eyes on that one, top of the table clash, and the week ends with Forward Madison hosting North Texas. Plenty of action interspersed throughout as well. Again, the upcoming schedule brought to you by Gillette. And we'll be back with highlights and stats coming up next. Scoreless at the break. Clock kicking down to begin the second half, and we'll take a look at those first half highlights brought to you by Gillette. Joe Malfa still here with you on ESPN+. It's the first half that didn't really see either side have many golden opportunities. Both defenses looking really strong. This was maybe the best chance of the half. King found Firmino. He couldn't believe it in the end. Just hopped up on him at the last second. Maybe surprised that the flag didn't go up on him, but one that he will wish he had back. And for Greenville, a lot of action in and around the box. A shot here that was blocked. That was pretty much the story of their night going forward. Anything that was crossed in was either punched away by Rice, headed away by Verfurth, or blocked. They have had a real struggle getting forward, getting really good opportunities. Just one shot on target. There's another clearance from Verfurth, who has 6 by my count in the first half. Came in with a league-leading 5.5 per game. The best opportunities have really been distant strikes from Walker, but neither really troubled Rice. This distant strike from Shimazaki had Jay frozen. Watched it and hoped it went wide, and it did. Another chance for Presley alone in the box, but good pressure there from 2 Greenville defenders. He rushed it over the bar. For Greenville, their attack mostly came down the left flank through that first half, but again, just that last ball in really lacking from them. Last chance of the half, Isaac Anking cut in. Nice little move he put on Polak there. Curling shot going for that back post, but Jay had it covered. And the shutout streak for Greenville presses onward. No goals, 8 shots to 6, 3 on target to 1. Greenville side possessed for much of the first half, though they really pulled back late. They had a 70-30 possession advantage through the first quarter hour. You see that nearly evened out. But all around, a clean half from both sides. Stats brought to you by Geico. Still 45 to be played. We saw a lot of late heroics last week. You saw it during the halftime piece. Might we see some more tonight? New England looking for that first win. Greenville hoping to avoid that first loss. Revs 2 in the blue tops, red bottoms, set to get this half going from right to left. Against the Greenville side, white tops, green bottoms. Defending left to right, and we are underway in the second half. Bell immediately launching forward, but Malongo doesn't put a test to that, and Murillo heads it away. One substitution that we saw at the halftime break, brought to you by Santander. Omar Mohamed in for Lachlan McLean on the right side for Greenville. Malongo flicks it by Fricky, gets onto it on the other side. Still powering through the white jerseys, and as that deflected. Took on the whole defense there just about. And that's what Mael Malongo can bring to a game. The PA said he's dangerous to go forward at any moment. One of the most technically gifted with his feet that he's ever seen. Has speed and power to burn as well. And the vision and smarts to play guys into space. He's been their most dangerous attacker this season. Again, just a 1 goal to his tally. Mohamed's first meaningful action down the right wing. Greenville side that attacked mostly through the left side during the first half. They try that way again. Long ball sent up towards Morel. Pulled back for Polak, sends in the cross, headed on frame, but wide. Carlos Gomez rising to meet it. Flicks it towards goal, not troubling Rice, who I still only had to make 1 save, and you saw it in the highlights. It was that one rather weak save on the shot from distance from Walker. Quiet half, but that's how Greenville plays. They'll lull you to sleep, they'll pick their moment, and they'll strike. 3 1-0 victories in a row for this Greenville side. sevens duel on the left wing, Presley and Morrell. Now Greenville switches to the right side. Fresh legs through Muhammad. Working on Shimazaki on his left foot, curls it towards the back post. Greenville more dangerous in these first couple of minutes than they really were the whole first half. Omar Muhammad, 24-year-old out of Westerville, Ohio. Which the moves on Shimazaki. Just wide on the NL replay. Another one of those players, of which there are many on this Greenville side, that had connections to Harks in 2016 or 2017 with FC Cincinnati. Now MLS side when they were still in USL. Muhammad on it again. Again a shot from distance. This time, Bryce has to make a save. Waking him up a bit in this second half. The halftime substitute already making a major difference in this game going forward for Greenville. Presley didn't give the overlap to Quinones. King dropping deep to spring the attack. Taken down. Jake Keegan, the aggressor. Take a look back at that attempt from Mohammed on the NL replay. Laces through the ball, and Rice makes a secure save. Center of the goal, up near the crossbar. 24 games, 2 assists, 1 goal in 2019 for Mohammed. Trailing the play again if Keegan can steer it back. Instead, he puts it across. Quinones got a touch to it. Good vision from Verfurth, but the ball over towards Firmino, not good enough, and this long ball towards Malongo, not good enough. Fast start. Greenville now slowing things down again. The possession game we saw from them in the first quarter hour of this one. Searching again for Mohammed. Good first touch, takes him forward. Working on Malongo, cuts in, has some space, and not on the same page as Walker, who overran it. Tracks back well though, pressures Firmino into pulling back to Malongo. King head on a swivel. The linking ball not there. Again, Polak presses forward on that left wing, working on Quinones. 11 years between those two. Polak, familiar with this organization, was drafted in 2012, 22nd overall by the New England Revolution. Made one appearance for the MLS side before he was loaned out to the Rochester Rhinos. Did not appear at home at Gillette Stadium. His lone appearance was on the road against San Jose. So making his return to square off against the organization that drafted him. Sinclair has struggled to get involved since the early stages of this one. It sprays out wide for Presley. Overlap again from Quinones. He uses him. Nice give and go idea, but too heavy on the pass. Good pressure, though, from Sinclair. Anking has scored from here once this season, plays into Malongo. Curling shot, but that one not struck well, and he goes down. Might have just been in frustration with himself, no injury, up and running. We've seen him dangerous shooting when cutting in on that left flank onto his right foot. And right at Jay that time. And now he'll slow things down. In the 54th minute, that makes 430 since Greenville last conceded. A 3-2 victory for Greenville over Richmond on July 25th. The last time they saw any opponent find the back of the net. 0-0 draw, a trio of 1-0 victories. Polak, headed over the bar by Keegan. All it takes is one. Their goals have been coming in the second half. Last time out against Fort Lauderdale, it was the howitzer from Pilato on the volley. 67th minute. Mohammed does well to keep it in and beats Malongo to the second ball. Working with last week's goal scorer Pilato, and again, out to Polak. Continued to pressure that left side. Mohammed, Polak not on the same page there. Good tackle put in by Walker. Slowed down the attack from Firmino, and now ball down the wing from Sinclair to Presley, too far out in front. Polak has Mohammed into the box. Mohammed, the substitute, trying to center it. Verfurth clears. Walker directing traffic, plays into Pilato. Now towards Keegan, knocked away by Bell. Greenville hoping this spell of possession ends with a chance towards goal. That's what's been lacking, that ball in the final third. Is it here? Mohammed working on Verfurth, directed away. Sinclair can't get to the loose ball, neither can Presley. Turns Quinones around. But the youngster sticks with it and wins possession. Well done by Quinones. Nifty little ball through by Sinclair now to spring this attack. Presley forward. Firmino, flag stays down. Malongo with him, hustling back Murillo. Firmino waits for help. Finds it. Shimazaki shot. Shutout streak over. Play the drop kick Murphys. New England's up 1-0. Ryo Shimazaki making his triumphant return to the starting lineup. Beats Dallas J, who lays down on the ground at the end of that NL replay. Upset with himself, upset with his back line, and Shimazaki thrilled to put his team on top. First goal of the season for Ryo Shimazaki. 59th overall pick this season by Columbus, made his way to New England, and now puts the team on top. Well, brought to you by Michelob Ultra, proud partner of the New England Revolution. First time this season that Greenville is trailing. How do they respond? It's hard to trail when you haven't conceded since July 25th. They've been the aggressors in this second half so far, but nothing to show for it. Whistle blew. Now, how does New England respond as well? For a Greenville side that hasn't trailed this season, this New England side has only led for 11 total minutes. That came late in the game against North Texas. This is the first time they've struck first in a game. 0-0 draw with Omaha, 2-0 loss. They scored second in the 3-3 draw and second in the 2-1 loss from last week. Rio looking to help get that goal back. Sends it into the middle. Anking it. First touch that led him into a danger area in the box, but recovers well. Good tackle there by Murillo to keep the attack alive. Mohammed picks his head up, thinks about goal, sends the goal, but once again, Rice there. That's the first goal by a defender this season as well for New England. The first four were split, 2 for Anking, 1 for Malongo. And the last one belonged to Nicholas Firmino. Olak tried to intercept, touch not there. But a beautiful sequence that led to that goal that is going to have Clint P.A. very happy as we tick towards the hour mark. All started with that little back heel flick in traffic from Sinclair in his own defensive third. Sprung Presley, sprung the attack. Shimazaki finished it in the end. And Kilpatrick says no. Though Presley wanted the foul on the edge of the box. This time Kilpatrick does blow the whistle against Quinones, and it looked like he was reaching for the pocket. First name in Adam Kilpatrick's book tonight, Colby Quinones. Noah Pilato, the late hero last time for Greenville. This time it would be, at least for now, to draw level. Ryo Shimazaki, 57th minute. The assist to Nicholas Firmino. That's your difference right now as Murillo presses forward down the right wing and is forced to turn back. Morel spins, gets it in the box. Gomez might have been a handball. Play carries on. Might have been a handball on Gomez, that is. Nothing nefarious from New England. Malongo tried to touch by Murillo, but the defender holds strong and uses Dallas J. J, a league best 14 clean sheets last year, a league low 23 goals conceded. Only 5 clean sheets this year. Won't get one tonight. Mohammed again, tricky working on Shimazaki, and the ball across. Finds no white jersey. It's going to earn a corner. They had 11 last week. All the way back now to give you a look at that yellow card from Quinones. Put a strong foot in. Broke up that attack in transition. Wily veteran type move from the youngster. Morel gets set to whip this one in. Sent in center of the box. Heavy contact from Sinclair on Fricky. Volley from distance. Rice alert to it. Watches it go over. Caught, it looks like, in the field goal netting. Here at Gillette Stadium, home of the New England Revolution and New England Patriots. And a look at the NL replay there. Sinclair put a strong shoulder into Fricky, but looked clean. That shot did skim off the top of the net. Close, but not quite for Greenville. They try again from the right side. Ball sent in, header towards goal. Not enough power on it. Rice will just let that go. Kill some time. Again, this New England side still in search of that first victory. A road trip to Chattanooga awaits Saturday, 1 p.m. Little matinee action in USL League One. For Greenville, it's a battle in the evening with Richmond. Richmond right now in second place with 10 points. They would love to see this result hold, to remain just 6 points back of Greenville heading into that matchup, rather than being down potentially 7 or 9 should this result change. Much different Richmond team than we saw last year, headed up by Darren Sawatsky. The Chattanooga team that has looked very dangerous as well will be, again, the team that New England faces. Greenville beat them a couple of weeks ago, as Jay sees this one into his box, and Lee shoves Firmino down for good measure. That Chattanooga game was the first game really for Greenville where you could see the opponents start to draw closer to the goal. Again, in their shutout streak, they've had plenty of opportunities to concede, just the opposing team's not able to convert. Greg Hurst around the goal a lot in that one. Matchup that possibly could have been won by Chattanooga. But a Greenville team that continues to just defend with everything they've got. Not making anything easy for opponents. But the streak wasn't going to continue forever. And it breaks here tonight. Again, that came back in the 57th minute. Ryo Shimazaki on the ball now. Slotted one past Dallas J. .433 minutes, the end time of that streak without conceding for Greenville. A mark I doubt we'll see broken this season. Previous high on the year was over 280 minutes from Richmond, who they again will meet on Saturday night. Right now it's Morrell trying to spring the attack, but Verfurth again there to clear. That's 8 clearances for Verfurth. Pilato can't get through Anking. Anking can't get through Polak. High pressure here from Greenville, but it's too much. Takes down Anking. Morrell the guilty party. Bell in no hurry to go forward. Birthday boy bides his time. Now a little more pressure from Mohammed, forces Shimazaki to launch forward. Intercepted, Pilato the other way. But again, Bell strong. Firmino finds Malongo. They battle all night. Malongo, Murillo. Malongo goes inside to Enking. Presley wants it on the right side. Sinclair gets it to him. In the box now. Connor Presley in front. Sinclair can't get a poke to it in the end. Flag was up anyway. Sinclair pointing like, who me? Yes, you, just barely. Flag does go up. They finally got the breakthrough from Malongo last week. Still waiting for that breakthrough from Sinclair. 22-year-old Costa Rican, loaned from Deportivo Saprissa. Pollock has an overlapping run from Morel, takes it in himself, and now back. Pilato gets it out to Morel. Wanted it a moment ago, gets it now, works on Quinones on his right foot. But Rice, he'll take that all day. Positive from Greenville, they're going to goal, but nothing too troubling across the 69-minute mark. 13 shots, 4 on target. None of them have been any strenuous saves from Rice. Just very relaxed back there. Mohammed has been dangerous in the second half, puts in a ball. Keegan can't take it down. Greenville team that looks frustrated up top right now. Then PA harped on being more blue-collar defensively. We touched on it as our keys to the game. They're hustling for every second ball, but they can't let their guard down. They've conceded after the 80th minute in each of their last 3 games, New England. Substitutions ready to come in for Greenville. Next chance they get. Malongo. Again working on Murillo. Cuts in on his right foot. Deflects out for a corner. Colin Stripling was questionable coming in for Greenville. And it looks like he will be one of the ones we see when they make their changes. J.J. Donnelly the other. First corner kick of the match for New England, brought to you by JetBlue, proud sponsor of the New England Revolution. Enking to service. Pollock to clear. Presley lets it run. And here come the substitutions for Greenville. Noah Pilato will be checking out for Colin Stripling. So no late fireworks from Pilato this time. And Jake Keegan will make way for J.J. Donnelly. Both substitutions brought to you by Santander. Malongo can't get it to Firmino. Cut out by Stripling, his first involvement in the game. Murillo trying to get J.J. Donnelly involved quickly. Pollock surveys his options. And only finds a blue jersey. Sinclair the intercept. Through ball towards Sinclair, but the flag goes up. He might get a yellow card for putting that ball in the goal in the end anyway. Depends on the mood Adam Kilpatrick is in tonight. Just a talking to. In a good mood. Fernando Sinclair has been very close up there for New England. A couple of near misses. A couple of times the flag has gone up on him at the last moment. But PA and crew sense the breakthrough is coming for Sinclair. Barring being subbed out, he's got 17 in regulation plus stoppage time to possibly make tonight that breakthrough evening. His team would surely welcome it. Possibly give them an insurance goal. Right now the goal from Ryo Shimazaki in the 57th holding up as the difference maker. Hydration break coming any moment now. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus this Wednesday evening to kick off Week 7 of USL League One action. Substitutions used already by Greenville. 2 more to work with. Clean slate for New England. They have not used one yet. Interesting. Again, playing the middle game of 3 in 8 days. And Kilpatrick is going to send them now for that hydration break. Perhaps PA utilizes one or more than one of those subs now. Has options on the bench. And again, a game to worry about at 1 p.m. on Saturday at Chattanooga. John Harkes in Greenville. Changes need to be made here. Quarter hour remaining. I mentioned that upcoming game against Chattanooga for New England. We'll take a look now at the rest of their upcoming 5 matches brought to you by Gillette. After that trip to Chattanooga, they come home for 2 more. Madison and Chattanooga once again. And then they go at Tucson and Omaha. 3 of the next 5 on the road for a team looking to break through with their first victory this evening. Trying to make that goal from Ryo Shimazaki hold up. Let me take a look back at that goal now. Again, came in the 57th minute. Presley started the attack. They wanted the flag to go up there, the Greenville back line. Arm raised by Walker. Stayed down. Firmino made the most of it. Found Shimazaki, slots it past Jay. 1-0 New England. Shimazaki happy to erase one of his earlier mistakes in this season, potentially, if he lifts them to a victory with that goal. His red card that put the team down a man early in the first half against OCB, a game that New England went on to lose 2-0 from 2 goals that came from the side that Shimazaki vacated. Making up for it tonight, so far at least. Still a quarter hour to go to see this over the finish line. Shimazaki getting the start at left back tonight over Ryan Spalding and rewarding Clint P.A. for his confidence. It was Simon Lecresner who started this year as the team's right back. Went down with an injury. Shimazaki came in after his red card. And Quinones stepped in on the right side. Getting ready to make their first substitution. Damian Rivera on the top of your screen. Another one of the MLS guys. Going to get plenty of minutes here with the Revs 2 League One side, part of the verticality and relationship between PA and Arena, as they are constantly talking about the progress of all of these players. And they'll be happy to talk about the progress of Connor Presley after what he did tonight. Substitution brought to you by Santander as Rivera checks in. Presley, very busy night on the right side. Sprung a few great attacks for New England, including the one that led to the goal. Sent Firmino down the wing. Rivera checks in with the cast on that right hand. Cleared to play for Revs 2. Picked that up in the Orlando game. Mohamed working on Shimazaki. Maciel fronting Mohamed now, having one of his stereotypical great nights for a defensive midfielder. Haven't called his name much, always doing what he has to do. The more a player like that goes unnoticed, the chances are the better the night he's having. John Harkes remarked about how they'd have to try to neutralize him and what he does in the defensive midfield. He's had quite the game tonight for New England. Attack through Pollock again, as they have many a time tonight down that left side. It's with Morel now. Into the middle. Donnelly can't turn, and Maciel clears it for the moment. Headed back into Mohamed. Always a threat to cut in on the left foot and shoot, but earns a corner for Greenville. As the calendar turns to September, the action heats up on ESPN Deportes. Rio Grande Valley FC welcomes Copa Tejas rivals and Group D leader San Antonio FC Friday night for a classic Texas showdown. RGV and San Antonio FC, Friday, August 28th, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Deportes. Morel set to whip the corner in. On the ground. Shot skied. Walker tried to get on the end of it. Headed down by Sinclair. Firmino pressing that back line. Forced away by Stripling. Enking looks over the shoulder, sees he's got space, takes it on his left foot, threads the ball through towards Firmino. But poked away by Murillo. Mohamed tried to poke it around Shimazaki. He used his speed to get by him, but the defender holds up well. Firmino running on the end of this one. Murillo got his hand around his neck. Sent into Enking. Jay frozen again, but it goes wide. Take a look again at that on the NL replay. Firmino held it up well. Enking had an opportunity to double the lead and maybe put this game away. Greenville stays alive. New England searching for that first victory. Greenville hoping to avoid its first defeat. Four subs still to be made for New England. Just two at the disposal of John Harkes in Greenville. Like Murillo's getting prepared here for a long throw. Group of white jerseys forming top of the 6-yard box. Murillo gets it in, headed away. A couple of defenders for New England combining for that one. Maciel in on Morel. He's not happy with that call. Felt he got the ball, but it's going to set up the first dangerous set-piece opportunity of the night for Greenville. Morel wants to go quickly. Maciel wisely gets in front of the ball. Now Greenville will settle things. Pollock will come over. Another look at that foul from Maciel. Got the leg in, got the ball, but Adam Kilpatrick thinks he got enough of the body to elicit the whistle. Pollock to send it in. Back post. Off the top of the head of Fricky. Can't get it on frame. Ryan Spalding checking into the matchup now. Mael Malongo gives way. Curious to see how this changes things for New England. Spalding has a passed as a winger and midfielder, has played as a left back or right back for New England this year. Comes in for the winger Malongo. Will they tuck back and play more defensively, or will Spalding go forward? We'll look at that chance for Greenville on the NL replay. Headed towards Morrell, working on Shimazaki. Can't keep it in. It'll be a goal kick. On the road, can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Meola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, and UEFA Champions League. Sirius XM FC, channel 157, and your Sirius XM radio, or the Sirius XM app. You can catch the USL League One final on Halloween there as well. Greenville hopes to be there. They've set a good pace early in the season with 16 points at the top of the table. They're just a few minutes away here from possibly tasting defeat for the first time this year. Walker doing his best Tom Brady impression. Side-arming that one back over to the sideline for Murillo to throw it in. Morrell, end line, past Shimazaki, gets a cross in. Mohammed was there, ball loose, and Rice able to pounce on it. It was just too high for Mohammed. And Rice again makes an easy grab. Hasn't had to do anything extraordinary tonight. He's made the saves he's had to. That one officially will be the 6th. None of them too troubling. Morrell, this time, more contact from Maciel. Certainly a foul this time, and even a yellow card from Adam Kilpatrick. Morrell tried to play that off Anking to get another yellow card to Anking for standing over it, but whistle blown. Kilpatrick to stop play and give the yellow card, so it's brought back. There's the foul on the NL replay. Maciel in the book, along with Colby Quinones. Earlier in the evening, free kicks from around this area. Greenville tried to play quickly. Now in desperation mode, they'll launch forward. Pollock, back post delivery. And a whistle for a foul on Stripling. Using Verfurth, I believe it was, as a springboard, and Verfurth now down after that contact. Another look at this one. Stripling and Verfurth collide on the NL replay, and Verfurth seemed to get the worst of it. Being helped up by Kilpatrick. Colin Verfurth, the 24-year-old from Reston, Virginia. Virginia Tech alum. Spent last year Loudoun United, 23 appearances in USL Championship. by a very unofficial tally, had him with 9 clearances tonight, building upon his league-leading 5.5 per game average. As Greenville uses the opportunity to hydrate one last time over the John Harks and get a last word in from the coach. The USL's elite pre-professional platform, USL Academy, allows clubs across the USL to build a pathway to pro soccer by bringing together top local youth talent. Following the success of the first Academy Cup events, clubs can now apply to participate in the USL Academy League, kicking off in the spring of 2021. For more information, visit usl-academy.com or search hashtag USL Academy on social media. .60 seconds remaining of the 90. Yet to be shown how much time will be awarded. Just a few moments left for New England to put up their first victory in the win column this year. 0-2-2 right now. Moments away from that breakthrough. They felt it coming the last couple of games. We're a couple of minutes away from it against North Texas on the road. A 91st minute goal saw that match end 3-3. A late goal from Richmond last week as well turned a 1-1 draw into a 2-1 loss. Rice is there. Heavy contact there. Player on the ground for New England, and now Kilpatrick will stop it. Fricky right into the back of Sinclair, who's in some serious pain. Holding his back, holding his face. Past the 90th minute mark, still awaiting the stoppage time word. This foul on the NL replay will add to it. Kilpatrick will wait to give the official stoppage time after he sees how long this takes. It's Sinclair on the ground. Another sub coming in here for New England. It's not for Sinclair at the moment. As of right now, it's going to be Mendonça from Maciel. And that's it for now. Substitution brought to you by Santander Bank. Into the United Healthcare stoppage time, which is officially 5 minutes. 75 seconds of that gone already. Jay way out of the goal to send that one forward. Sinclair on it. Intent to just take it to the sideline, kill some time, work through traffic. Spalding pass it out for a throw. 3.5 separating New England from those first 3 points. Rather, first win. Already do have 2 points via the ties. Mendonça comes in hard. His first challenge. Not in this game a minute yet. In the book with a yellow card. It's going to give Greenville a chance to send in another cross. Pollock wants to go quickly. Kilpatrick won't let it happen. He blew the whistle. He's there writing in his book. Mendonça over the top. Little piggyback ride there on the NL replay. The left foot of Pollock to send in the in-swinger as well. Goalkeepers hate this ball. An in-swinging ball towards the top of the 6 if Pollock can get it there. He does. Rice is off his line, though, securely to grab it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. ball towards Morrell. Minute and a half of the stoppage time remaining. Working on Shimazaki. Floats it towards the back post. Muhammad watches it go over his head. Keeps the play alive. Along with Murillo. Working on Spalding. Leaves for Murillo. Ball headed down by Mendonça. Flag stays down. Came off New England. Stripling the shot. Blocked by Bell. Defending with all they've got right now. Pollock in space, past Mendonça, going towards goal, taken down by Sinclair, and he will get a yellow card. I don't know how Clint P.A. will feel about that foul. Yes, it stopped Pollock from getting into the box with a full head of steam, but it's going to set up one last golden opportunity for Greenville in the 95th of 95. And a great chance for them to put one on goal from this position. Gomez, Pollock, Morrell, and Walker all conspiring over this one. Possibly the last opportunity for Greenville. Looks like he's going to. Morrell tries to hurry. One last bit of defending to do for New England. Rice out to it, makes the grab securely. Greenville shouting for handball. It was close. It wasn't called. Closer look on the NL replay. Looked like it might have hit the cast. That'll do it. Final whistle. New England Revolution 2, the first win in franchise history. And for a team at the bottom of the table, it comes at the undefeated team at the top of the table. Wild action to begin USL League One Week 7. Final score brought to you by Santander. A New England team that is moving out of the cellar. A Greenville team that the streak was bound to end at some point. Haven't lost this season, hadn't given up a goal in 433 minutes before the Ryo Shimazaki goal in the 57th minute to give New England the victory. Clint P.A. has to be thrilled with the way his team played tonight. He said he wanted more blue-collar defending, and down the stretch they threw everything they had into the defense to make sure they saw this one over the finish line. Shaw's Supermarket, proud partner of the New England Revolution, brings to you tonight's man of the match. It's Nicholas Firmino. Sprung down the wing here by Connor Presley. Calmly picked his moment and found the trail at Ryo Shimazaki, who slots the shot past Dallas J into the back of the net for the victory for New England. Their first in franchise history. All smiles from your Shaw Supermarket man of the match, Nicholas Firmino. We'll be back in a few moments to wrap this one up. New England 1, Greenville 0. The first win in franchise history for New England Revolution 2. Continue our coverage here from Gillette Stadium. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus. Again, your man of the match, Nicholas Firmino, set up the goal that gave New England their 1-0 victory. And the save of the match, that helped preserve it. Isaac Anking came in on his left foot. Save of the match presented by Michelob Ultra. Dallas J makes a diving stop at the far post. Your Michelob Ultra save of the match. Now we'll take a look at the full-time highlights presented to you by Gillette, proud partner of the New England Revolution, to see how the Revs came away with their first victory of the season against a previously undefeated Greenville Triumph. You saw that save a moment ago. It kept things deadlocked at 0 at the end of the first half on the save by Dallas J. Isaac Anking, dangerous as always tonight. Nice little move he put on Tyler Pollock. But remained at zeros into the half. Second half, Omar Muhammad came on, changed the complexion of the game early on, first few minutes of the second half. But for all the chances that he and the Greenville side had early in the half, here another one of those, they were unable to convert. But here is the conversion. It only needed one this game, as many Greenville games have had. A string of 3 1-0 victories and now a 1-0 loss on the heels of this goal from Ryo Shimazaki. Very happy camper. Helped get the 3 points now after an earlier mistake this season. Probably cost his team some points against Orlando City B, the early red card. He gets the goal now. And New England just continue to kind of put their bodies on the line, sell out to block or get near any shot they had. And they see this one over the finish line finally to get that elusive first win, 1-0. Greenville took charge in the shot department, possession department, but in the goals department, which is all that matters in the end. The Geico full-time stats, New England 1, Greenville 0. Take a look at the updated standings now, brought to you by Empower Retirement. New England climbs out of the cellar, jumps ahead of Orlando City B. Only played 5 games, so they have games in hand on a couple of other teams ahead of them as they try to now climb up the standings board. And the next team they face is the one right there that they're tied with, Chattanooga Red Wolves SC. They take on Chattanooga Saturday, 1 p.m. right here on ESPN+. Well, that'll do it for us here this evening. For my crew, I'm Joe Malfa signing off. Thanks for tuning in to this Wednesday USL League One action. New England Revolution 2 finally get their first victory of the season, and it comes against Greenville, who suffers their first loss of the season. 5 more games in USL League One ahead this week. You can catch it all right here on ESPN+. Have a great night, everybody.
The United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.